Welcome back, everybody, to Let's Play Rekinder. In the last episode, we prevented Aya from meeting her untimely demise, and now we're taking a look into Yuichi's memories. But first, who the heck are you? There's many an unusual show to see here. Here all the wonders of the world gather. Curious tales weave with fear, madness, and mystery, unfolding before your eyes on this very mirror. Weirder than imagination, clearer than reality, may you relish these powerful emotions of each and every moment. Dreams come at no cost, so feel free to live in illusion. So if we look through this mirror, we'll see Yuichi's memories, huh? Yuichi Mizuoka's Comic Theater Part 1. A Mother Abused Piero. My mom always looks so tired. Papa's always troubling her, and it wears on her bit by bit. And every now and again, she blows up. She throws things, kicks things, shouts and screams. And I'm always the target. She clings to me, sobbing. Once that's settled down, she decides she'll commit suicide this time. She'll take out a knife, or gather medicine to down. Or maybe go jump off a building. I always stop her. I always console her and show concern. And once that's done, it's off to the hospital. The doctors say nothing's wrong, and we leave the examining room. And then, without fail, she says this. I'll hang in there. And that's the pattern. It's been the same thing over and over. You'll hang in there, but you don't, so don't say you will. Do you have anything to say for yourself now? Nope. Yuichi Mizuoka's Comic Theater, Part 2, The Untrusting Piero. Whoever I ask, the answer's the same. I don't really know. Ask someone else. I ask teachers and they just nod, trying to look sympathetic. It doesn't answer my question. Teachers say to ask lots of questions about things you don't know, but I can see there's no point. So there was no one I could rely on. And yet TV and books say things like, friendship is wonderful, and treasure your relationships. Do these wonderful relationships actually exist in the real world? Yuichi Mizuoka's Comic and Comical Theater, Part 3, The Piero in the Bookstore. You know, there are books about adultery. They glorify it and go on and on about it, but they don't say a word about children. Sure, I guess kids can't meddle with the love affairs of adults. But when things go wrong, it's always shifted onto the kids. So why are we ignored? Did they get so into their affairs that they forget about me? Yuichi Mizuoka's Comical Theater, Part 4, Papa, the Story, and the Piero. One day, I asked Papa, When will Mama get better? And Papa said she's not sick, so very soon. Are we talking about the same person? How is she not sick? It has to be some kind of sickness. Someone has to treat it, I thought. But the doctors and everyone else say, nothing's wrong, she'll be fine, or I'm not sure. And what's Papa up to, handing me such a thick red storybook? Once I read it, Mama will be better. Even in 2nd grade, I could tell you that's absurd. I saw significance in that. I saw that it didn't matter to Papa. Cowardly Papa doesn't want anything to do with Mom, Grandma, or me. I hate him. Yuichi Mizuoka's Comical Theater, Part 5. Mama's End and the Pierrot. It was the same as always. I was led around all over and we ended up on a high-up roof. And she told me about her discontent and that she was going to die. Just like always, but I had had enough. It was then that I became able to use these strange powers. Suddenly, my head was filled with thoughts of killing Mama. And Mama stopped moving, so I pushed her right off the roof. Were you happy being born, my child? Those were Mama's last words. I knew Mama didn't do anything wrong, but I had reached the end of my rope. And I suppose Mama, looking sadder than anything in the world, was scared. But I just thought, why and what do you want me to say to that? Onlookers gathered and whispered to each other. I couldn't get their whispering out of my head. Yuichi Mizuoka's Comical Theater, Part 6. Clown and Pierrot. The three of us were going to sing at a town meet, so we practiced together. Our song was called World of Stars. Everyone in the family loved it. But when we practiced, like always, things would go stormy between Mama and Papa. When that happened, at once I would say, "Vamos cantar!" And when they heard that, Papa and Mama seemed to feel better. Vamos cantar is just Portuguese for let's sing. I heard it on TV a few times. I got in the habit of saying it, not just to Mama and Papa, but when anything got gloomy. I came to learn that when I did something out of place or absurd, the mood would lighten. But is that what I really wanted? Yuichi Mizuoka's Comical Theater, Part 7. Family Song. Mama, I caught a butterfly! So you did. It's pretty. But butterflies die much quicker than humans, so I feel a bit sorry for it. Huh, I guess so. They say butterflies transport spirits. It could be taking a spirit somewhere it really wants to go. Maybe. Wanna sing? World of Stars, you mean? You always want to sing when we come here. Let's sing! Okay, okay. Let's start with our voice exercises. What the heck? It's Gabe Lesnar, and Keiko Yamura's Universal Radio Town! Now let's start reading your letters. From Punta. Yesterday, my friend came over and brought yogurt. After eating, he checked the expiration date. It expired 3 years ago. Rotten. But my friend was fine. Whoa. What do you think, Mr. Lesnar? Yesterday, a friend came over and bought yaoi comics. After reading, she went on and on about her ships for 3 years. Rotten. But she was fine. Whoa. Our next letter is from Ken. I've awakened to the awesome power of gay sex. I don't think we can read the rest of this, but thanks for your letter, Ken. Any comments, Mr. Lesnar? Let me have a look at that letter. Next letter is from Gipuru. I dream of violating my uncle. Mr. Lesnar? Shut your fucking face! Break to commercial. It's not supposed to make sense. I don't get it either. Terakoko Fuya, Tomi Yanagi Sakai, Tai Aya Higashi, and Kuru Mayacho. Karasu Ryogai Muro Koromo, Shinmachi Kan Kamanza Nishiokawa. I cannot understand any of this. Abura Samegai Horikawa no Mizu, Toyoshiya Inokuro Omiya. But I can pronounce it just fine because I'm a fucking weeaboo. Matsu Higurashi and Chiekon, Jofuku Senbon, and alas Nishijin. Up ahead, it's super preachy time. Strap in, it's long, saving recommended. Yeah, this is gonna be a long. This is gonna be one of those finales, kids. So just strap in. We're gonna be a while. Oh, it makes you save anyway. You can't even see any stars to wish on in this town. No, what I want, you could never find here. So hey, Yuichi, I've got a lot of questions for you. You know what kind of place this is, right, Shinsuke? According to the Santas, it's a world born from a storybook. And that rabbit led me through the worlds of your heart. I've seen a lot. There's what the Santas said, and you talking about your mom and dad on stage. Though there was also some weird thing at the end. Oh, that's nothing. Huh. Well, those Santas are like the remnants of the kids who used to own the book. For some reason, this book has passed little hands through generations of turbulent families. When kids read this book, apparently it comforts them. So the book is chock full of those kids' grief and lamentation. Lots of resentment there. And since you have this book, then your family too. Well, yeah. Papa and Mama were a match made in hell. Papa hated Mama, and he berated her every opportunity he got. Stay away, Germ. You're just taking up space. Livestock shouldn't talk back. Then he'd kick things in anger. Made a lot of holes in the wall that way. Mama couldn't say a word back. She just cried and groaned. But I cared about the two of them. I consoled them and tried to work things out. I was so hither and thither, even I got exhausted. That was about when I got the book from Papa. A red rose storybook with mysterious powers. Once it was in my hands, I saw its effects. Maybe I just hit my limit, and all that junk just kept piling up. Those feelings exploded to give way to destructive, negative powers. So then I killed my Mama, and then Papa next. Do you know why I did that? Well, you see, my Papa and your Mom were having an affair. Huh? Hey, are you sure about your wife? She went off to a hot spring with a friend today. She won't be back for some time. But her son had the day off school, you see? My son's off playing with his friends. He won't be back till evening. Oh, that's good. Make sure no one finds out. Neither of us is single, after all. Of course. I had just come home for lunch. I could tell from the conversation that adultery was afoot. By the way, did you bring the diaper, the pacifier, and rattle? Of course. You really like the baby thing, huh? That's gross. He's mine! He'll never give you my husband! Women have sharp intuitions, so they were rather quickly found out. Mama presented the issue. Why would you cheat on me? If this were some kind of soap opera, the husband would be like, "Oh, forgive me!" Papa was different. He just said, "Don't talk back to me." He got meaner and meaner, until it didn't matter what he said. Mama couldn't say anything back, so she got more and more depressed. She wouldn't eat. The food just didn't taste good to her. She didn't like to draw bloody crime scenes anymore. Draw what? Look, that's beside the point. I guess. Anyway, Mama was tired from nursing Grandma as it was, and it all started to crumble. Now that I think about it, maybe Papa was irritated by her attitude when she was exhausted, but that's no excuse to cheat on her. I And whenever he was questioned, he'd shout, "That's some talk from a fat cattle!" That's about when the cycle you witnessed began. Mama had gotten ill, but not her body, you see, her mind. A mind illness? Yes, that's what they call it. You think it's impossible, don't you? But when I looked at Mama, I wondered if her mind was awry. It was as if it was some kind of sickness. It may sound strange, but it's not. Just like things can damage a body, so can things damage a mind. I bet there are other worlds out there where the existence of mind illness is fully recognized. Yet in this world, what does Mama have? I don't know. She's just lazy. Some real expert opinions there. If bodily sickness is recognized, why not sickness of the mind? Do we only accept what we see, but not what we can't? I killed Mama with that thought still going around in my head. I had hit my limit too. I'd been crushed. So I killed Papa next, with hate and bitterness. Didn't you seek help from people? I told you before, no one would entertain me. My friends, my teachers, my neighbors, nobody. In the end, I was just told this. Don't depend on people for everything. Aren't you just pinning the blame on others? Don't be a baby. Try harder. How can a child say that about his parents? I was just telling the truth, but others heard childishness and abuse. Can't I depend on anyone? Can't I turn anywhere for aid? I don't care about your empty words, just help me. But that didn't get through to the people around me. I wanted to kill them. The lying adults and the children who dance to their whims, everyone. And I did kill them. Seeing their neighbors and friends be torn to pieces, the townspeople said, "Someone help! What did I do?" It felt good, honestly. It was quite a role reversal. Oh, but Fido helped me, didn't he? Always played with me when I was lonely. These people had as little sympathy for those seeking help as they did for criminals. If the world didn't want to be kind, I didn't want to be kind back. But in the grand scheme of things, I'm just one selfish juvenile delinquent. But if I'm a criminal, then what does that make the people of this town? And please, spare me the "I think this is a little more than delinquency" retort. But if no one's kind, then won't the bad things keep happening? Sounds good on paper, don't it? But humans are creatures of emotion. I hate people who just barf out stock phrases like that. Trampling on people's hearts is what it is. Really ticks me off. So it's too late for kindness now. Yes, yes, great sob story. Yuichi? Two Yuichis? What is this? The one you were talking to with the storybook is fake. Me who just showed up is the real deal. right, I'm not exactly the real Yuichi. But I'm not really fake, now am I? I'm the core of this world, a perfect crystallization of Yuichi Mizuoka. In essence, I'm another Yuichi. Well, for another me, you're doing things a lot different from what the real me would do. Maybe you didn't notice, Shunsuke, but this guy is the one who showed up in the roof of the abandoned building. Maybe the storybook's power is going nuts? Well, I can always torch it if that's the case. But then you'd lose its power. Save your worry. I've got this all sorted out. The friends game is over. I'm saying so long to this world. What? You don't mean... Right, I'm taking my own life. But I feel great. I can finally say goodbye to this busted place. No, don't say that! Why? I'm your enemy. Shouldn't you be shooting party poppers that I'm gonna off myself? But... hesitating because of what my heart there said? That's a big load of none of your business. I've long given up on that way of thinking. I was just a childish brat blaming it all on adults in society. Of course I wouldn't be saved. The adults were having plenty of their own hardships, but hey, they got all the children, huh? Huh. Besides, all this tragic character path, it's just a bunch of text to mash through for the player, ain't it? Still trying to protect your pride? Huh? His pride? That's not what the real me thinks. It's all pretense. I'm your heart. I did what you really wanted. You wanted to talk to Shunsuke and tell him what I told him. Hey, hold on! But you couldn't, because you didn't want to rely on someone else to solve your problems. You were scared of him saying, "Why then what should I care?" Why me, though? You were just one of the candidates, Shunsuke. The rest, members of the friends game. The common point, Seibaya and Shunsuke, was having parents like my mama who had mind illness. Of course, Aya had the illness herself. And again, my papa and your mom were having an affair. So I wouldn't kill you all right away. I gave you the chance to survive. Choosing Shunsuke, though, I don't know what to call it. Maybe it was weakness. Because your mom was cheating with my papa. I guess you should have kept quiet about that. Killing her like that, and showing you, and finally just telling you. It was selfish, but maybe I did that because I wanted you to sympathize with me the most. And maybe that's why I showed you parts of my memory, and kept the town's monsters from attacking. Hey, let's not go too far here! I wanted you to know me, Shunsuke. I sought you as my final savior. Nope, did not ever think that. Yes, you did. You and I still do. Otherwise, this place and I wouldn't exist. My existence is all the proof needed. You're not listening to me, me. But those desires were crushed by the opinions around you. You unknowingly became convinced that you were the only one at fault. So you gave up. This is getting kind of annoying. Will you go away already? How would I go about that? I see. You exist because I'm deep down hoping on Shunsuke, huh? So I guess I'll have him get rid of me. Jesus! Who knows what Yuichi is up to? Maybe I should wait and see. Calm down, you. I'm totally calm. Liar. Shunsuke? Oh. Look at us. What do you think of us? Just say it how it is. You seem more sulky than angry. But while the Yuichi who wants to be saved and the Yuichi who doesn't want pity are fighting, and even became two people, and the no-pity Yuichi did do some terrible things, I guess they're both Yuichi. In the end, I'm not sure I can ignore it like it's none of my business. Pretty straight answer. Never met anyone like this before, have you, real me? You sure are nice, Shunsuke. You feel that bad for me? I was sure you wouldn't trust me. I wanted to believe in you, but I thought to myself it was just a ruse, and you were just going to backstab me in the end. And there's no changing the fact that I did massacre the townspeople. So I'll just... abracadabra out of here! He disappeared. Where did he go? Home, probably. That's the place where his emotions swirl the most. I see. I'm going to go to Yuichi's house and try to talk to him again. I'm not sure what I can do, really. Well, thanks anyway. Do you know the fairy tale about the destined roses? Yeah, the Prince of the White Rose saved the imprisoned Princess of the Red Rose from a world of darkness. In terms of that story, you're the prince, and I'm the princess. you and I were reborn as a prince and princess, I'd sure like a fairy tale happy ending. Pretty cherry blossoms. Fake though. Shut up, still pretty. We should go see some real ones next spring. We can all pack lunch and look at them together. Releasing our worries in the water. I'd like to do that with you. So would I. It's a promise then. Right, next spring. Well, I'll let you out of the storybook world now. Regards to the real me. Right. Just turn around for a sec, okay? Oh. Time bomb set! Huh? 5, 4, 3... Wait, where did you... 2, 1... Time out! Time out! Ah! Oh! Shunsuke, are you awake? Ryo, Sayaka, Aya! And Hiroto and Rei, too! We bought these two here. We didn't know what to do when you stopped moving. I see. Sorry to worry you. What on earth happened? Well... Huh, I see. Yeah, well, I still don't believe anything Yuichi says. He could always be lying. It's because everyone felt like you that the town ended up like this, Rei. A little too kind, aren't you, Shinsuke? How can you be so nice to a guy who killed your mom? Well, I suppose we should go to Yuichi's house. Right, that's the plan. I think everyone should come along. Everyone involved needs to know. I'll go. I'm really worried about you. I can't just stand by either. Me too. I'd be a fool otherwise. Peer pressure, huh? I'll go. So will I. Thanks, everyone. Let's go. To Yuichi's house. Hello, I'm the Mizuoka's cat. They've been gone for a while now. I guess everyone went out while I was gone. I love the people here. I was a sick stray, but they cared for me. Father, mother, grandma, and you all love me so much. They're such a kind family. I hope they all come home soon. I'm a married man, and I'd still like to ask about something. I have a mom with dementia, and I have my wife take care of her. But my wife's been acting strange lately. I'm not sure how to explain it, really. I always had a tendency to avoid her when she was worn out from nursing. I was afraid of her clingy gaze. I happened to start getting home late for work, and I ended up doing things with another woman. The women are sharp, and my wife got an inkling of it right away. When she questioned me, I berated her back. There was no stopping at this point. When I see her, I recognize that I've changed. I still keep abusing her every time I see her. I hate seeing my wife getting so emaciated, so I've stayed away from home even more. I've noticed that our son seems to be the target of my wife's stress. I can't face my family. I'm too weak, but I want to do something. I feel guilty every day of my life. Please, give me whatever advice you can. The best answer has a link. I recommend this site. Following the link, it's a site for mail-order brides. There's a new email. The subject line is, Hakuha and Hakuho shows glossy white skin. Read it? Norton blocked it as spam. I hear it up ahead. I hear the ending of life. Looks like Yuichi's up ahead. Shunsuke. We don't know what could happen, so just in case, let's decide who will fight Yuichi. Right. Parun's party of choice is Hiroto, Rei, and Aya. Shunsuke. What? I don't really want to say this, but when someone like Yuichi opens their heart to another, they tend to lean heavily on them. If you aren't ready to provide that kind of support, you shouldn't even be thinking about saving Yuichi. There's nowhere to run now. Looks like the gang's all here. You sure don't look too enthused about getting wrapped up in this. Because who cares about this guy's past? And you look like someone's hurt your feelings. Of course, that's how it was before all this. But don't you see you're just hurting yourself now? Oh, I know that, but what else can I do? I don't care to endure, or even care to care, so there's nothing left. I envy you, not even knowing how good you've got it. I guess you couldn't know. I've killed lots of people, and I tried to kill you too. I've done some terrible stuff, and yet I don't feel a hint of regret. So what else can I do? The cycle of awful memories and despair, and I can't do a thing. Can't even like anyone. So the only one I can trust is old Fido. If I can't start it all over, there's no reason for me to be here. I think that it'd be best for people who died young for little kids' ignorance. You don't want to live? Gonna say that life is a box of chocolates? That's irresponsible, ain't it? All I want to do is disappear from this place. You really hate me, huh? You just won't leave me alone. Don't get in my way. Yuichi doesn't say much during this phase, so really, the only thing you can do is if you've gotten the 10 boxes. Now keep in mind, you don't need the 10 boxes to do this. You can still just beat them up regardless. But if you want to make this quick and easy, you use the Eternal Force Blizzard. Why are you doing this? Wouldn't matter what I did. It's all pointless. Pointless. All of it. Enough. Time to end this. Basically, for the first few turns of the fight, Yuichi will do nothing but spam Campanella. All it does is render your party except Shunsuke unable to move. Basically, all you want to do for now is just buy time until Yuichi starts doing anything besides Campanella. It's gonna take a while. People just need to hang in there, and through tough times, society isn't to blame, you're the problem. People just need to hang in there in tough times. Society isn't to blame, you're the problem. People just need to hang in there in tough times. Society isn't to blame, you're the problem. People just need to hang in there in tough times. Society isn't to blame, you're the problem. People just need to hang in there in tough times. Society isn't to blame, you're the problem. Society isn't to blame, you're the problem. 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 Once he starts giving that speech, use the Red Rose book. Just then, the storybook glowed bright. I should have known. I believed somewhere in my heart that if I struggled hard enough, I'd be able to start over from then. But that wasn't possible. It's all been so sad, I can't even cry. Talking with Shunsuke and the others reminded me. Just wishing doesn't do anything. You can't just die and start over. I should have known. Your life isn't over yet. I've got some good memories. I guess I should treasure them. But why didn't I? I thought it was Papa's fault. Because Papa wouldn't even look at Mama. Because Mama really just wanted to start things over with him. But when Papa asked me as he was dying, I didn't know who was at fault anymore. But in the heat of the moment, I had to kill him. Just like with Mama. I wondered if anything more could be done. I thought I had been beat up so much I could handle any more pain just fine. I'm sorry, Shunsuke. I used you. I dragged you into this. I'm underhanded. I'm awful. All I can do now is die. Why are you so intent on hating yourself? You said we'd go see the cherry blossoms. That you wanted a happy ending to this. It's impossible! As if I'd be reborn as a princess. Even if you were a prince, it's too late for any of that. I can't go see any stupid cherry blossoms. It's all pointless. Yuichi, there's something I've never told anyone before. I'll tell you why I'm kind to you. My dad is always on business trips. He's almost never home. But I thought an ordinary businessman shouldn't be going on trips that often. I wondered if he was with another woman. But I was wrong. One night, when I got up to use the toilet, I heard Mom talking with someone on the phone. My mom was the other woman. We were the ones he could do without. He was stuck having to raise me to adulthood. Dad wasn't at home often because his real family was elsewhere. And they wished that I would just be gone. I was sluggish for about a week. Sleep didn't help, and I just stayed in bed. I found myself thinking, I wish I just never woke up. I wish I'd just die. But I didn't go down that path. I felt too bad for my mom. And Dad, I couldn't really blame him. I think I didn't take that path because I fooled my bad feelings. And I think that's something anyone could manage to do. Yuichi, fool yourself. Tell yourself it'll be okay. Shunsuke, you're a good person. But that's something only you can say, because being where you are. When you're like me, you just go tumbling back down. Get it? I'm awful. I can't be like you. Bye-bye. Stop! Oops, timeout. Huh? I forgot, the show's starting. The Land of Delicious Milk is brought to you by Taisho Dairy. Hi! Good day to all you wonderful watchers. I'm your host and idol, Mademoiselle Meowser. On this program, we display amateur comics submitted to us by you, the viewers. Polish your skills to become a pro. Now let's get to it. Our first contributor is Miss Kizunane Tensura, Age a Secret. What a mouthful of a name. It's titled, What is Real? Let's show it. Thank you, Miss Suzura. We enjoyed it very much. Real? What a question. Maybe one you just can't answer. Moving on, our next contributor. Sorry about that. I just love this show. Now, let's wrap this up quick. Wrap it up? You've all got the best seats for the highlight of the show. Huh? My disappearing magic trick. He's dead! What the hell is this? The clown. Butterflies? Shunsuke? The highlight of the show. Well, it's not easy becoming an artist, everyone, but believe in yourself and your dreams will come true. Never give up! Many days pass since then. The media found out about our town. It came to be called The Corrupt World, as if it were some kind of book title. But we were the only ones who knew the truth. Because no one would believe it if we told them. Having lost our relatives, we were taken by other houses and institutions. So all of us got separated, but I'm sure we'll never forget about what happened. Just before Yuichi died, I told him something I'd never told anyone. But there was a lie in there. I wasn't nice to Yuichi for no benefit and for no benefit of my own. I wanted to, by being nice to him, be nicer to myself as well. Since Yuichi did kill my mom, I really couldn't care that much about him, sorry to say. I used Yuichi too. I was just as underhanded. But there's one thing I'll vow to myself. When I'm an adult, I hope to be a kinder one. So this was the remake of Parun's Kinder. Honestly, it's a game that hits close to home for me. As anybody who has watched my Lisa, the Painful RPG Let's Play knows, I am also an abuse survivor. But I didn't take the same path as Yuichi did. I especially did not slaughter my whole town, but you guys know what I mean. And just, while it does have some random bits of humor, like it seems the game doesn't take itself too seriously, I can't help but view this as a cry for help from Parun. Because sadly, he left us back in 2011 by jumping off the 9th floor of his apartment. So, I want to use this credit time to give you guys some damn good advice. And that being is, don't kill yourself. I know for some of you going through hard times right now, it seems really hard not to. It seems like that's the quickest way to make the pain stop. And this is gonna sound cheesy, but honestly, suicide is just a permanent solution to a temporary problem. So, if you have depression, or you think you have depression, or you have suicidal thoughts, or you're being abused by your family members, I beseech you to tell somebody. A friend, a family member, a professional, somebody. Just somebody that can help. This goes to all you people out there who self-harm too, because it could also bring you to your untimely demise. And plus, doing that to make yourself feel something again, it's not worth the scars that'll be on your body for a lifetime. Was I sleeping? Yes, for a little while. I think I was dreaming. Was it a good dream? I don't know. Butterfly. It's been there for a while now. Wonder where it came from. It's cute. Even if it seems like nobody is listening, I can tell you one thing for sure. It does get better, but on one condition. You have to make it better. Like Yuichi said, just wishing isn't going to solve all your problems. Just do whatever you can to make the most out of the life that you have now. I know it seems cheesy, but it'll be the little things that gradually add up and start to make it better. And eventually you'll be able to do things that will be able to make it better. And if that creeping feeling comes into your mind that ending it all will somehow solve all your problems, don't kill yourself. If not for yourself, then the people who care about you. And if it feels like nobody cares about you, that's a lie and you know it. Because I wouldn't be talking to you about this, now would I? In the description, I'm gonna include some stuff that should help anybody who's in any abuse, depression, suicidal, self-harming bully situations, or maybe even some similar situation to Yuichi or Parun before he took his own life. I hope you'll put them to good use. I know I have. So with that, the story of Shunsuke and Yuichi has come to a close. Now, that was a bit of a depressing tale, wasn't it? So, on Friday, I hope you'll be joining me for something that I hope will be able to get some laughs out of you. I know it did out of me during the few minutes that I spent trying it before I decided that I had to let's play this. And it was recommended to me by a very special someone. So, I hope on Friday you will join me for Let's Play Zork, Grand Inquisitor. I will see you guys then, and take care.